Hey everyone, Leo with Dreaming Tree, and welcome to the assembly video for our Dinosaur birthday card. I've got all my pieces cut out here in front of me. Now, this thing's pretty cool actually. We've got a card plus a cool little gift card holder that is sort of like a little surprise pop-out sort of thing. So I'll show you how it all works. We've got our card base here. I've got everything folded at the score mark. I've used the solid score mark version, obviously. Since we do include that. And you just want to make sure that you fold this, obviously. This piece here is actually going to be the liner that goes inside, and this is where you can do your custom writing. You can put this in and actually have your machine write or draw on it. Obviously stamping is an option, or just something handwritten. Doesn't really matter. So let's just get rid of this piece first and just pop it in place. Let's apply our glue to this entire thing. I'm going to work the perimeter first. And there we go. And just pop that in. We want a nice even border all the way around. And we figured it was time to create some things for some kids, because I'm sure tons of you have grandkids. And the cool part about this is that we've included ages 0 through 9. You can go beyond that if you want and do a 10 or 11 or 12, whatever the age is. Okay, so that's in place here. Now we also have a cute little caption that's going to go on the bottom here, and it's made up of these 3 layers, and we're just going to stack them together like so. We've got the solid white all the way in the back. We picked out a nice little pattern paper for the actual wording, and then the top layer like that. So just need to simply take and glue this down. I'm putting glue on the patterned piece right now, like so. And just match that up. Cute little, quick little caption for the card. Okay, we'll grab this piece, and we're going to do our best to get our glue on as much of the surface as we can here. There's a lot of small little areas, which sometimes prevents you from going too quickly. Just do your best. You don't need to get glue on every single inch of this. So as long as you have the majority of it covered, and don't forget these little tiny areas in the center here. Okay, whoops, almost lost it. And hopefully that glue's still kind of wet. I did dots, and when you do dots, the glue's a little bit thicker, so you have a little extra time to work with it before it sets. There we go. Okay, look at that. Super cute. What a cute little font too. All right, you'll notice down here at the bottom we have a series of little score marks. That's to help you with the placement of this piece. That's going to go on the inside. Okay, and just use that as your guide. Pop it right in there. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so that's pretty much done. And now we're going to work on the front of the card. And what we can actually do, so we're going to take this piece and we're going to glue it onto the front, and then we'll kind of start building from there. Okay, so that's going to go on there. We can actually put glue on this entire surface here. You don't want to put it on there because there's parts on the face where we're not exactly sure where to stop, and we don't want extra glue in places where it doesn't belong. So we'll just put it on this surface, work that perimeter. Get it on the mouth, the teeth, right up to there, and then just nice and thin throughout the inside. We'll take our little dino here and just match that up as accurately as you can. And I did some strategic inking on this piece because there are parts that don't need it because they're going to be covered up by layers that are going to go on top. So you never want to waste your time inking things that don't need to be inked because they're going to be covered up, obviously. There we go. Let me center this thing a little better. Okay, so now these arms are going to come in and they're going to be holding this little gift card element that we can actually put in place now. So you'll notice here, there's a series of little score marks here and here, and that's going to match up with this little area here. Okay, this is going to be flush with the bottom, and it's going to go right in between those little areas. So it's basically his belly, but it's going to open up to reveal this little gift card holder. Okay, so I'm going to pop these out so we don't get any glue on them. We're going to flip this over, and we're going to apply our glue to the back side of this section. The rest of it, we don't need to apply glue to at all because we want it to be free-flowing, and we want it to open up. Okay, so just like that. And again, flush with the bottom and use those little markers as your guides for placement. There it is. I'm going to close it up just for now, and just so I can kind of run my fingers along the bottom and make sure that it is nice and lined up, and it is. You know, it just so happens as we're working on this, and thank you to all our lovely dreamers that love getting my little Peyton updates. Peyton is actually starting to sound like a dinosaur lately. He's making all kinds of weird dino sounds. So maybe he'll be into dinosaurs one day, and I'll be able to give him a gift card or a gift, or this could be one of his first cards, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to take the little bow section of the gift and glue it down to the gift section. Okay, make sure you get your glue on there. This is I think it's a red glitter. Yes, it is. Okay, make sure you get it all the way down to the very edge so we don't have that pulling up. And there we go. And we're just going to line the little loops here on this guy, like so. Make sure the edges of the ribbon here meet the edge of this piece. That looks great. Press that down. Okay, and then as you can see here, we have these two little bumps. That's where the top of the ribbon or the bow is going to go. The rest of this should be flush with the bottom. So we're going to take and glue this down. And again, we have that little element there where you can cut out the specific day or specific age that the child is turning. And, you know, if they're turning 10, just cut out a 1 and a 0. It should fit. You can always take and increase the size of that too, if necessary. But I think we tested it out with 2 numbers and it worked out just fine. So I'm not overly concerned about that. And I don't think you need to be either. Okay, there we go. That looks fabulous. And again, this guy here with the number is going to get glued down flat, but if you want to add a little bit of dimension to this little element, you can always take and put a little pop dot or a foam square on the back of it, just to kind of elevate it a little bit. So we're going to take, and now this, you can see here that you need to match these guys up here with these rounded little scallops on the red part, the glitter part, which means that you want to make sure that when you pop this on there, you keep it somewhat centered. Okay, so I'm going to flip that over. Let's see if this one will fit. Fits perfectly, and I think that's all I'll need for this little guy. Again, just match that up with the little scallop pieces there. So this is going to be for a 5-year-old. I guess I could probably hold on to this for 5 years. Okay, and then the arms are going to come in and hold this in place. Now, a couple things here. One is we created a second set of arms to thicken this up a little bit. So this arm is going to get glued on top of this arm right there. So let's go ahead and apply our glue to the arm, like so. Just like that. And now I have kids screaming outside. Last video, it was pouring rain. I'm not sure why there's kids out right now. There's a tornado watch. Might have to go see what's going on. Okay, so that arm's gonna go on there like that, and I'm just gonna press it down inside like this, just to make sure everything looks good there. And I inked it on both sides, since you're technically gonna see both sides of the arms. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply glue to the other arm, get that in place, and then we just kind of have to just build his facial features. And this guy will be done. It's not a very difficult card at all. I'd say probably about 20 minutes, not including cutting out the paper and such, but a fun little card that will definitely be appreciated by the recipient and his or her parents. It'll be cute. Okay, just match that up as accurately as you can. Press that down. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, so now that's coming up. So now what we're gonna do here, we have a series, well actually we have these little Velcro dots, and we've been using these to kind of hold things in place. I'm gonna put the Velcro dot right here, and then just peel the backing off the other side, and then you can pull it up, press down. That gets the other one exactly where it needs to be, and if you listen, there it goes. Okay, so that's what's gonna keep it closed. And then if you want, you can leave the arms just kind of free floating. That's up to you. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna take and I'm going to cut this little Velcro in half. And I think, let me see here, that would fit perfectly. So with just a half of a Velcro dot, I'm gonna put it on the very end of his hands, right there, just so it's hidden. And we'll peel back the other half. This might be a little tricky because this thing is, the hand is kind of fragile. There we go, perfect. And then that's gonna go right here, wherever it goes. There it is. And now you can see, you can peel that back and it goes back exactly where it needs to. Now if I can find the other half, I don't know where it went. There it is, stuck on my scissor. Okay, peel that off. Pop the other half on his hand here. Just do it on the thick part of the hand. Doesn't need to go on the very tip. As long as it's close enough, it'll hold. Peel that off. Okay, and then bring it in. Press that down. There we go. And so when they reveal the hand, oh, that actually didn't stick. There it goes. It didn't stick the first time because it was going on glitter, but now it's fine. Okay, so now you can pull that open and peel that back. Got a hidden little compartment in there, all ready to go. Beautiful. And now we just need to finish up his head and his face. He's got a little party hat, and we'll call it a day. Okay, so now this is gonna go here. I'm gonna open this up a little bit. And this part's going right here. So you can go ahead and throw a little bit of glue right on all these little spikes. These little spiky spikes. Okay, and that's gonna go right here. Just like that, just line that up as accurately as you can. There we go, beautiful, perfect. All right, how about we give him a party hat? Okay, just throw a little bit of glue on the back. There's two pieces. There's one for the top that we did in a glitter, and then we just found a nice little pattern piece for the party hat. I think it says celebrate or have the best day or something on it. Obviously, it's super tiny, so you're not gonna get all the wording on there, but you know, gets the idea across, and that's all that really matters. Perfect. And then top that off with, in my case, the little glitter piece. Just doing a few little dots, spread that around. And there we go. Beautiful. Okay, so let's finish him up here. Now he has one little tiny piece, this little ellipse, that's essentially his nose, and we do have a little marker there to help you with the placement. I'm just making sure that I have my texture side up, and I think just one little dot of glue will do. I'll hit that with my finger because I had way too much on there. Clean that off. Find that little notch there. Use the little markers. There's his little nostril. Okay, let's get his mouth together, and then we'll finish off with his eyes. Okay, so we have the mouth here. There's two sets of teeth, one that's a little bit larger, the biggest, it gets a little bit skinnier, or smaller teeth towards the right-hand side. So just take a look at the image, and if you're not sure, put it down onto this piece here before you apply your glue, just to make sure that you've got it aligned correctly. You put your glue on it and then try to pop it on there and it's backwards, or you've got it in the wrong section. Sometimes there's no turning back, so it's better to just test it out, make sure you've got it lined up correctly before you commit. Okay, and I've got another set of teeth here for the bottom. Nice and easy on the glue. If you get too much on there, just dab it off with your finger. And there's one tooth that's going to go all the way in the front. The rest of it is going to be nice and flush with the bottom of this piece. Nice and easy. Make sure it's nice and flush here as well. Okay, pull off any glue that doesn't belong. And that's going to go right here, like so. Just like that. So we can just apply glue to the entire back part of this. Super cute little card. Definitely going to come in handy. Everyone knows a child that's going to have a birthday. And of course, especially if you don't live near them, or even if you do, gift cards are awesome. Great little way to give them exactly what they want. There we go. And I love how it pops out and it's nice and dimensional. Okay, and last but not least, we have his little eye here. We do have a set of markers to help you with the positioning of this piece. So I'm just going to pop it right on there, actually, instead of building it from scratch and then putting the whole thing on. We'll just do it this way. So just look for those little markers there. The two bottom left and bottom right corner. It's going to go right into those little markers. We'll press that down. Next, we're going to do the green layer. You want the little circle where his little pupil is going to be on the right-hand side. Okay, there we go. And we also have a set of markers here. The bottom of this is going to be flush with the bottom of the existing white piece. So make sure you get that lined up properly, just like that. And then with this, the little circle will be on the right-hand side. So just a few dots of glue will do. Nice and easy. I've got some, that's fine. And again, that's going to be flush with the bottom as well. Make sure you get that aligned as accurately as you can. Just like that. And there he is. There's our Mr. Dino. Okay, so there you go. Opens up. Plenty of room for your little caption. And he'll stand up nicely. And of course, little arms open up. This opens up for your gift card. Wham, bam. And we're ready to go. So of course, wouldn't be complete without a coordinating envelope, which I have here in front of me. I'm going to take and pre-fold everything nicely. Okay. And with this guy here, what we're going to do, we're going to apply glue to this flap here, and we're going to pop this in like so, and then just close it up. Okay, let me open this up here. Okay, so let's get the flap installed here. What we're going to do is actually, if you take a look here, you'll notice that just a little bit of it shows around the perimeter, which means that we need to apply glue to this entire flap. And I'm going to focus the glue mostly around the perimeter. Then of course we'll do a little bit in between all of these little details here for the confetti. Make sure you don't go across the little area there with the score mark where the flap meets the rest of the envelope, I should say. That should do it. I've got my texture side out. I'll take this and just kind of nudge it up to the score mark, making sure that it's centered, just pushing it firmly, and then just take this and bring it down and press down. And hopefully you've got it centered. I think mine was off a tiny tad. Just give that a little nudge, and that should do it. Press that down. Then we have one more little coordinating party hat. It's going to go right on the front here. We have a series of little score marks to help you with the placement of that as well. You can see that's going to go right here. And just throw a little bit of glue on your hat. Okay, and use those little markers to help you with the placement. Just like that. And we'll glue that down. Like so. And there we go. Just match that up with the little scallops there. And then finally, just to close this up, we're going to take and apply some glue starting about here. Bring it down, and not quite all the way. Same with this, just about there. Then bring this up, press down and hold. Give that a few moments to set. Just like that. So that's going to do it for our Dinosaur birthday card. I love how that turned out. And again, you've got the cool little additional element there that holds your little gift card in place. I put a little Build-A-Bear gift card in there. And yeah, that's going to do it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please take a moment, visit us on our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 55,000 subscribers. And if you make this or anything from this bundle, I'd love to see it, and so would the rest of our community. So head over to your Facebook and do a search for Dreaming Tree Official. That's where you'll find myself and over 43,000 other dreamers that inspire us daily. So again, had a blast, hope you did as well. And as always, I look forward to crafting with you again. Hey, thanks for crafting along with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out some of our other videos, and also please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to visit our site and check out our free SVG section, where we have over 140 free SVG files complete with assembly videos. I look forward to crafting with you soon.